Alright everyone, Jimmy Longplace here, and welcome back to another Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door 100% guide video. In this video we tackle Chapter 7 and collect every star piece, badge, and shine sprite. This chapter has a lot to offer, so let's dive right in. When we jump on the Thousand Year Door pedestal, it's revealed on a treasure map that the next crystal star is on the moon. Professor Franklin says he needs some time to do some research and to come back later.
Yeah.
After speaking to Franklin, head outside to the plaza area. Slip under the wooden platform and use your spring jump to knock down the big treasure chest. Open it to get the Ultra Hammer. After getting the Ultra Hammer, head down to the Rogueport sewers and head in the direction of Petal Meadows. Use your spring jump to jump onto this pipe here and use Bobbery to bomb the wall on the left. Open this treasure chest to get a Defend plus P badge. Now go back in the previous room and spring jump onto the pipe again. Shimmy your way all the way to the right and go into the pipe and enter the house. Once inside, jump up the boxes on the left to grab a star piece. Our next collectible to get is in the shortcut room. Now that we have the Ultra Hammer, we can break the stone block to grab the FP Plus badge out of the chest. Now head to the town area of the Rogueport sewers. Go up the elevator and enter the shop to the left here. You can ground pound the ground to find a star piece. Just outside the shop, you can spring jump onto a pipe. Shimmy to the right and then drop down and jump to the right to find a shine sprite. You'll have to spring jump to grab this one. Head back to the roof like we did before, but this time use Yoshi to jump up to the left side. There's a hidden chest containing an Ultra Moon in the bottom left corner, and there's also a Power Plus P badge hidden along the back side as well. Now it's time to exit the Rogueport sewers and go back to talk to Professor Franklin. He tells us we have to go to Fahr Outpost and that we can get there via an entrance underneath Rogueport. Head back to the part of the Rogueport sewers like you're going to Twilight Town, but this time smash the stone block and enter the pipe, and we are on our way to Chapter 7. When you come out of the pipe, you'll find yourself in a snowy field. Ground pound next to the pipe for a star piece. In the same area, there's a hidden chest in front of the rightmost tree containing a double dip P badge. Now head right to the next area. Jump behind this tree to find a shine sprite, and then search in front of a leafless bush for a star piece. Now head one more room to the right and grab a star piece from behind the brick wall here. You can also smash the block to find an HP plus P badge. Heading to the right once more, we have finally made it to Fahr Outpost. The first thing to do here is to grab the star piece from behind the brick wall on the bottom side of the screen. Then head right into the main part of town. You can find an ink coupon behind the stairs here, and then head into the house to the northeast to find a star piece behind the boxes. Exit the house and look for the big cannon. Ground pound next to it to find yet another star piece. The last thing to grab here all the way on the right side is a shine sprite. Having collected everything there is to collect here, pop out Bobbery as your partner and then talk to the mayor of the town. He says to use the cannon we need the permission of Gold Bob and also General White, and so he sends us on a mission to find both of them. Make your way back to Rogueport and head down to the shortcut room. The first place we're going to go is talk to Gold Bob in Poshley Heights. Go through pipe labeled number 6, then head all the way to the left to find him. Upon talking to Gold Bob, he wants to gauge how serious you are about using the cannon. When he asks how much coins you would pay, say you would give him everything you have. He will keep asking you if you're sure about this, and keep saying yes. Don't worry, he won't actually take all of your coins. After passing his little test, you get Gold Bob's permission to use the cannon. Now it's time to head back to the shortcut room and look for General White. We will begin our search by heading to Petalburg and speaking to the mayor. The mayor will tell you that he hasn't seen General White for a while now, but that he thinks he went somewhere a bit more tropical. Head back to the shortcut room and jump into pipe number 5 now to head to Keelhaul Key. Once in Keelhaul Key, talk to Papatch the Bomb-Bomb, who says General White was here a second ago, but he's off to some floating city in the sky. So of course head back to the shortcut room and jump in pipe number 3 to Glitzville. Head into the juice bar and speak to the bartender. To add to our search, the bartender says he thinks General White was heading off to some great tree. That of course is the Great Boggly Tree. Jump into the shortcut pipe number 2 and head into the tree. Talk to the first community you see, who says he hasn't seen General White in a little bit, but he thinks he went off somewhere dark. When thinking about somewhere dark, they are of course talking about Twilight Town. Go into pipe number 4 and then head up to the mayor's house. Speak to him to say the general was just here, but he went off talking about some cannon. We can only assume based on this that he went back to Fahr Outpost, so go back through Rogueport sewers to the left, and then make your way all the way back to town. Speak to the mayor again, and give him Goldbob's permission to use the cannon. As you're talking to him, you'll see General White pop out of his house in the northeast. After regaining control of Mario, head up and talk to him. You'll have to find that he's asleep. Select yes to wake him up, and then you'll have to jump on him until he wakes up. When he finally does wake up, you convince him to use the cannon and he runs off to get it ready. After a long cutscene of the Bob-ombs launching Mario out of the cannon, you'll wind up on the moon. This low-gravity area features a lot of rocks with cracks in them that you can use Bobbery to blow up to find items. Feel free to explore the moon at your leisure, but continue right until you see the X-naut Fortress in the background. Once you see that, search behind this rock here to find a star piece, and then use Bobbery to blow up this specific rock to find a pipe. Enter the pipe to get to the background, and enter the X-naut Fortress. Once inside, go up the ramps to the top level to find 2 elite X-nauts who fight you. After taking care of them, continue to the right. You'll enter a floor with an electrically charged floor. Follow the path that it shows you to open the chest to find an elevator key. Now head back to the room you were just in and insert the elevator key. You'll be given 2 options to where to go. Let's start with sub-level 2. The first thing you're going to do is head all the way to the left. You'll find another electrically charged room. This time, instead of showing you the path, it is on the back wall. Keep making your way across the floor to eventually reach the chest which contains our first security key. We will need 4 of them to continue. Head back into the hallway and this time head all the way to the right. You might recognize this room from Princess Peach's interludes. Head into Grodus' office to find the second security key. Now leave Grodus' office and head 2 doors down to the left. You'll come into a room with an open vent in the top right. Use your spring jump to get up there. The first thing to do up here is head all the way down to the bottom left to grab a star piece. Next, you're going to want to turn sideways and drop down to the vent in the middle. You'll wind up on top of some servers. Switch your partner to Yoshi and then jump across the divide to find a cogwheel. You'll also be directly above a bright red button. Drop down and push it and enter the teleporter. When you come out the other side, you are actually in Rogueport. This is a useful shortcut between the X-naut Fortress and Rogueport. Unless you have something to do in Rogueport, head back to the fortress and go 1 room to the right. You'll find a locker room with 2 notes to the left. The first one says the order activation is left, right, middle, and the other one says a code is 014029. Make sure you write those down or remember them, and let's now make our way to sub-level 1. Once we're on sub-level 1, we'll once again start off by going all the way to the left. Enter the cogwheel in the back, and then press the buttons in the order of left, right, middle, just like we saw on the piece of paper. This will activate a crane game that we can use to grab 2 badges and a star piece. These 2 badges are called the Feeling Fine badges, one for you and one for your partner. They will make you immune to status effects, which is extremely useful. Now head all the way to the right side of the hallway. You'll be presented with a keyboard to enter your status code. Enter 014029 to gain access to the next room. In the next room, you'll encounter a Thwomp that you'll probably recognize from Chapter 1. This is the game show Thwomp, and he presents you with more questions. When he asks you what's hidden here, say an elevator key. I actually got this one wrong by selecting security key. When he asks you the name of the girl in Paddleberg, it is of course Kupiku. He then asks you how many feet these 3 enemies have combined. The correct answer is 6. He then asks you where we found the diamond star. This was the first crystal star we found, which was in Hooktail's belly. Next, he asks for the name of the first champion of Glitz Pits. It is Jolene's sister, Prince Mush. Then he asks what Francesca and Franklin lost in Keelhaul Key, and it was their wedding ring. After answering all his questions correctly, you'll be presented with a chest which contains the elevator key. To use this new key, head down to sublevel 2 and then walk to the right to find the elevator to insert the key into. This time, let's start off by going to sublevel 4. Just like the other floors, start off by heading all the way to the left. You'll find where Princess Peach is being held. Walk to the left to find an X-naut in the shower. Defeat him to get another security key. Now it's time to head up to sublevel 3. Once again, head all the way to the left. You'll find another electrically charged floor. This one only reveals one tile at a time, so carefully follow it until you reach the other end. In the chest, we will find our 4th and final security key. To use the security keys, go all the way to the right and insert the key matching up with the label on the box. After gaining access to the next room, you'll find yourself in this crazy factory-looking room. Start off by using Bobbery to hit the switch to the right. Then turn sideways onto the conveyor belt and use Vivian to slide under the grates. Now jump up onto the moving platform and head to the left and jump into the pipe to go to the background. You can follow the moving platforms to get an ultra shroom on the left, but our main goal is to the right. Head to this pipe in the middle level here and then go back to the foreground. Moving across the moving platforms here to hit a switch to reveal a staircase which we will use later. For now, use the pipe to head back to the background and escalate yourself up to the top right here. Grab the Ultra Shroom and then enter the pipe back. You'll find yourself on a paper airplane platform. Fly down to the bottom left to grab our last security key. Now head back to that middle pipe we took before. This time, go up the staircase and enter the final security key to get into the final room. You will once again face off with Lord Crump, and boy does he have another suit ready for you, the Magnus von Groppel 2.0. Magnus 2.0 has 70 HP, 6 attack, and 2 defense. He can do multiple attacks per turn, so I recommend using Power Lift to boost your attack and defense. Once boosted, use your most powerful attacks to take his health down. After a few big hits like this, his 70 HP will be gone in no time. Upon defeating him, you'll be rewarded with the 7th and final crystal star. Now normally I would end the video here, but we still have to escape the fortress. Go down to sublevel 4 when you regain control of Mario and go all the way to the right. If you remember from Peach's interludes, this is Tech's room. As his final act on reserve power, Tech the computer tells you to save Peach and gives the last bit of his power to the teleporter. So head back to the teleporter on sublevel 2, you'll find the door open already for you, hit the red switch to make your way back to Rogueport. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found everything you were looking for. For more Paper Mario content, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.